program, we get to hear from people who have overcome some very serious challenges that they faced in their lives. They're here to show us that recovery is a journey, but that there are milestones in this journey, and that recovery is possible, that we can recover our lives and find our place in society and contribute to the society. So we're going to introduce an interesting group of two guys who are roommates. How's that? You know, and they're going to tell us their story. And their names are Christopher Devine and William Galego. And Christopher and William received services through the Taunton-Attleboro site. Their recovery journeys started in different places, but they share many similar experiences that are common for persons with mental health challenges. Shailene, why don't you pick up for the rest of this?
Their journeys have brought them together as roommates, sharing an apartment, a significant and proud accomplishment for both. They support each other's recovery and are outstanding examples of peer support and the power of belief in their own potential for happiness and independence. They are here to share their story together.
Hi, my name is Will Galego, and I was picked to give a speech today on my life and times over the past 2 years, and also the services I connected with that makes my life great today. About 2 years ago, I was homeless in California. I had been in Cali for about 2 years, and during that time, I saw a lot of California. But things were getting more difficult being homeless. Every night it seemed I had to look for a shelter, find some food, find some change, a couple of dollars or whatever. And things were just getting to be that I had enough of it after 2 years. I was homeless and things just weren't working out for me. So one day I called my folks who live in Mass and asked them if I could fly back and see them and stay on an extended basis until I got back on my feet. They said, yeah, and they got me a ticket, and I flew back within a few days. The first week with them was quiet and uneventful. They were just happy to have me home, I think, with them, their home. The first week with them was quiet. However, on the 8th day that I was home, I decided to get some, like a dummy, I decided to get some fresh air outdoors while walking in my parents' neighborhood. I was looking around, walking around, and boom, I hit a mailbox. The cops were there in like 2 seconds flat. Okay, maybe it was a minute, but it felt like 2 seconds flat. They took me in. I spent 2 nights at Dartmouth jail, when on that Friday I had my arraignment. My arraignment went well, very well, as far as I can tell. I don't have a lot to compare it to. I don't have a lot to, but along with the charges for the mailbox, I find out I now have to deal with a Section 16 by the court. You don't know what Section 16 is, so I'm going to tell you. I wanted to believe I'd be out of this situation soon, but how? The judge ordered me brought to Worcester Hospital, and I was psyched. It's got to be much better than Dartmouth jail. I mean, it had to be, and it was. That night I was really happy. I was there at Worcester Hospital, a better place than normal jail, and I had a belief, as I do now, that the people there at Worcester Hospital could help me out and get me on the right track. And they did. They're very nice up there at Worcester Hospital. Everybody, doctors, nurses, med techs, unit supervisors, they're great. I just want to give a quick rundown. This is a short list of the things that they have at Worcester Hospital. So make up your own mind, I think it's pretty good. You have your own room with your own bathroom and shower. There are 3 plasma TVs per unit with full cable. If you get privileges, you can go on walks, hiking trips, a fitness room. You can go on pizza parties, steak parties. They really have them, they do. There's a pool table and a ping pong table, very nice if you're into that. They have high-speed internet in their own library. They have Wi-Fi throughout the hospital. They play bingo like 5 nights a week. I'm not a bingo player, but a lot of people are. There's also a greenhouse where they grow vegetables that we eat, and a courtyard right down in the center of the hospital, where you can step out and get some fresh air and have a conversation. And finally, you can order out food. If you're hungry at night, you don't like the menu, you can order out. They will deliver. Pretty good. So you can understand why I think that this is kind of a country club, right? Because it is. It is. The only thing about it is you can't leave. It's a lockdown facility. I should say though, not to for everybody to go woo, but there are some people who can leave, and there are some people that can't leave the hospital. And I was kind of in the middle somewhere. But I wondered, I had been there maybe just a couple months, I wondered how long I would wait, how many more months, how many more court dates, till they sprung me out of here, till I was released. And it was going to be 1 year and 3 months. That's how long I spent in Worcester Hospital. I was there, I got out of Worcester after 1 year and 3 months, but I'd like to just take you back, my very first year there, a brief synopsis. The big thing was that, the big secret, I got along with my doctor, and I was so happy to have the right meds that he prescribed. Also, that you might take a note of, there in fact was a lot of downtime at Worcester Hospital, that time when things just, not much was going on. So I used the downtime as a time to meditate and do centering prayer, and it helped me out. Still on year one, it wouldn't be right if I didn't mention the visitors that came to see me while I was there at Worcester Hospital. They were from CCBC, and I had some good news. They said, you'll be out soon, maybe we can get you a room or an apartment when you are released. Thanks, I said. I would definitely be interested. I was. Although it would be another 3 months until I was released from Worcester Hospital, I still hadn't held my head up high at the hospital because I knew I was going to be releasing. Well, the day of my next to last court date for the mailbox incident and my discharge from Worcester Hospital was on the same day, August 1st. It was a beautiful coincidence. And at my court hearing, my next to last court hearing, the judge asked if anyone could take me with them. And the manager from CCBC was there at my court date. He said he'll take me, and he did. And that night I went from being incarcerated to having my own room in that house, all to myself, no more behind bars, no more up there in Worcester. So it was good. So that day I got a big win of myself and everything. It would be 4 more weeks after I was released that they finally dropped all the charges on the mailbox incident. They must have just thought I was a little loopy or something. I was feeling great now and I could get on my feet again. As my friends and staff at CCBC, they came along for the ride with me. Guys, I hope it's a great ride so far and it still keeps going. I'm getting a lot better now. I'll just give you a brief list of the services that I used to get better at my life. First was CCBC, then transitional assistance, then I filled out applications in Social Security and Disability, and I filled out an application with Mass Rehab, and I'm on their wait list right now. Those are the services that I count on the most, I guess. I'll jump around. After about a week from when all the charges were dropped, so I was in the group home for a week. I was asked, or a few weeks, I was asked if I would like an apartment through CCBC. So I jumped at the chance. So I moved about 2 days later. The apartment was fine. However, after about 2 months, my roommate and I were on 2 different pages in our recovery, 2 different places in our recovery. So I moved to, I'll tell you, after 2 months, I heard about the apartment next door being open. To my surprise, I was asked if I wanted it to move in. Again, yes, I was thrilled. This is one of the nicest apartments I've seen in a while. Well, I moved in the next day. Now I was feeling extremely lucky and blessed. That was in December. It's been 3 months and I'm doing great as far as I can tell. I'm on great meds, I have a great apartment, I have great peer support. You heard from Chris. I have a friend who is my roommate. We share food and chores, and it is a blessing to have him around. And he's lucky.